Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Octavia Can Do It, written by Liliana Tomasini and illustrated by Amaraya Rauscher. This is the story of a little girl named Octavia who is ready to be independent. She loves baking in the kitchen with her mom. She decided that today is the day that she's going to bake cookies all by herself. So she asks her mom for some guidance. Her mom says, well, you can make those cookies, but I will help you measure the ingredients and use the oven since you're not quite big enough for that yet. And she says, all right. But then mom gets a phone call, and that phone call takes a little longer than Octavia is willing to wait. So she and her little brother start to take things into their own hands and mix up that batter in no time. But it's not exactly the same as the way mom usually makes it. But they put it in the oven anyway and give it a taste. It's not exactly what they had in mind. But Octavia is not one to give up, and she is ready to try again tomorrow after she helps clean the kitchen. This is a really lovely picture book to share with families who have really impulsive, independent young people in them. So as you can see, the text in here is in larger chunks, so better for maybe a younger elementary school aged audience, especially because Octavia herself is about 6 years old or so. And families will recognize the fact that she is that age because she's starting to be able to do more things herself and really wants to have that independence. So as you're going through the story, there's lots of lovely imagery of what's happening in that kitchen. It's a little bit of a cautionary tale of what happens when you're not patient enough to wait for your parents to help out with things, but also a way to maybe take a step back and ask for help when you need it. So each of the illustrations is really colorful, and you can see there's visible charcoal lines and also visible watercolor textures in here. And that just makes it really approachable and lovely to share as a family. So it's really visually appealing to younger readers, and it flows in a way that older readers are going to recognize exactly what the lesson is that's trying to come out of here. So at the end of the book, you find a recipe for Octavia's delicious cookies. So when everything is measured the right way, they come out tasting just scrumptious. And this is a great STEM extension to this book. So not only do families are families able to read it together, but they're also able to take that extension activity, make those cookies together, and practice the skills that Octavia demonstrates in this book. So this picture book is a really lovely addition to family collections, especially for those with some independent learners in their midst. And if this sounds like a great fit for you, I hope you look for it at your favorite bookstore.